Yo, guys, what's going on?
Yo,
What's up?
what's up?
How's it going, you guys? This is podcast number 120. 120.
120. Holy
Every
shit.
time the number goes up, it blows my mind. Every fucking time.
Every week we're still surprised by it. Like,
Exactly.
What? Is 120?
Oh my god.
The number
wait.
went up? Holy shit.
Well, that's
What's
because...
next? 121?
Dude,
No,
122?
No,
now
whoa.
you're speaking in tongues.
You're coming off a little bit strong, all right?
It's a little much, all right? Let's
You're
focus on 120
insinuating
for
that
right
we're
now.
going to make it to 121 podcasts.
Yeah, exactly. And I just realized for the first time in this using Zoom and all that, it has actually put us exactly where we need to be. I don't have to change the names. I love it. It makes me happy.
Nice.
The simple things in life. So, how
Silver
you guys
linings
doing?
and all that.
Huh?
Said silver linings and all that.
Exactly. So, how's everybody doing today? It's Thursday.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
Yeah.
pretty good.
You guys want to hear something even crazier? Which kind of blows my mind a little bit more. It's August. Holy crap!
Yeah. And
This year,
Yeah, I'm looking outside and I'm pretty sure now that it's August, I'm pretty sure that it's burning red. So I'm very concerned about that.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't think you understand that joke, Dave.
I don't. I like to pretend that I understand these jokes, but I don't.
yeah.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do, though? Just pretend you know a
Pretend you
joke,
know.
just so you don't feel left out.
I've been pretending to know things for 34 years.
That's
And-
the basis
and
of
look
all of
where
our
it got me.
content is pretending we know what
With my-
things are happening.
Yeah,
Exactly.
look where it got me. My face on the internet talking to strangers.
Yeah.
So
I've come all this way, and this is all I've got. Oh, damn it! So today we had State of Play, huh?
Yeah,
It happened.
a state of
better
something.
or for worse.
I came in on
Yeah.
the very end of it. I actually forgot that it was even happening, and I gotta tell you, I don't know. I think it was kind of disappointing.
You know, even though it was sort of disappointing, I mean, we did get a better look at Godfall, which was pretty cool. I mean, the combat portion,
looks-
they showed
Okay.
Controls expansion that was something.
Yep.
And we saw Genshin Impact, which I thought was really cool, but that's about it for me.
I mean, yeah, it was just, I don't know, like to anybody who thought that the Xbox event was underwhelming, like, oof, boy, man, Sony pulled out all the
Probably
stops here.
Yeah, the best thing about the PlayStation event was that it made Xboxes look great.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. But
I'm
by
way
direct
more excited
contrast-
about the Xbox games now.
And the thing is too is like Xbox, even though Xbox's event showed a lot of games that like I kind of thought looked cool but didn't care that much about.
Yeah.
At least all those games are going to be available on Game Pass and stuff, so I can just play those with my subscription. And it's like, okay, so a game that just looks okay becomes more interesting because I don't actually have to buy it to play it.
Right.
Whereas none of these games fell into like, oh, this is going to be on PlayStation Now or whatever. It was just here's a bunch of games. Then like the best games they showed, we already have seen, like Genshin Impact. We've already seen it. Yeah, sure. We saw some more. Crash 4 was one of probably the best thing they showed. Yeah,
I wasn't really super excited about that.
Yeah, I mean it's more Crash Bandicoot. If you love Crash Bandicoot, then you'll love it. If you don't, then you won't.
Right.
If you don't, then you won't.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, like Godfall. I'm glad we got to see more of it, but I mean, I wasn't that excited for it anyway. But I'm even less excited upon seeing more of it now.
I mean, it doesn't seem like an Eric type of game.
Mhm.
Just taking a look. Did you get it? Did you get it, buddy?
Maybe. I don't know. Can't tell. It's so bright in here.
Right. So I don't think they all can't be perfect, right? I mean,
No, of course not.
sometimes
I mean, to be
sometimes-
fair too, Dave, I know we were going with this. Sony did mention that it was going to be mostly PS4 and PSVR because,
Yeah.
I mean, we're at the end of the console
And
life
that's fine.
cycle.
Right.
my problem right now is we're 3 months away from next gen consoles. Like Series X and PS5 are supposed to be coming out in like November, December. We still know so little, like in terms of like pricing and pre-order stuff like that. I'm like, I get that you're not always going to have, banger after banger after banger of game reveals and stuff, but just wait. If you don't have anything big to show us yet, don't show us fucking anything at all. Don't show us a sizzle reel of a bunch of mediocre bullshit. Wait until you're ready to say like, all right, this is how much the PS5 is going to be. This is when you can pre-order it. And here's a bunch of other bullshit.
I think that also has to do with like the lack of gaming conferences, like physical gaming conferences too this year. They're trying to make up
they can mask it with pretty lights and all this other stuff and music and live music. Roland BC just said the fact that you can't use a PS4 DualShock with a PS5 makes me sad, but I guess I get it. When has that ever really been a thing?
I was just about to say, I've seen people complaining about this, and I'm like, what other generation aside, like PS1 to PS2, you couldn't use PS1 controllers on PS2 games. PS2 to PS3, PS3s didn't have a fucking controller port. Right. PS3 to PS4, you could technically use a PS3 controller on a PS4, but it was a workaround. It was really janky, and it was not even worth the time and effort.
And then also, why?
Yeah, so
why? Right.
So, like, I mean, you can use your PS4 controllers to play PS4 games. You can't use them to play PS5 games. That's literally the same as it's been every single generation.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, people are like, oh, it's anti-consumer! Anti-consumer!
Because of the changes in capabilities and what PS5 games are going to be implementing with the controller, why would you want to use a PS4 controller for a PS5 game?
I will tell you, okay? I would entertain the idea of carrying around the Switch, but also the Wii U controller. The whole entire thing. It's like this whole separate screen. You know what I mean? But who would want to carry both those handheld systems together? That would be terrible.
You out of your mind, Dave?
Yes, exactly.
To me, it's cool that like Xbox Series X is going to be forward compatible with the controllers. So you can use your Xbox One controller in the Series X. But I don't see that as like a standard at this point. It's cool that Microsoft is doing that.
So to me,
it's not anti-consumer not to do that.
But like the Xbox Series X controller, from what I've seen of it, ergonomically,
it's an Xbox
basically not different at all, except the fact that the Series X controller has a USB-C port, which, I mean, it's 2020. Like, why aren't Xbox and PS4 controllers coming with USB-C ports anyway?
Yeah.
Right.
So
should have been standard for years already. Like,
I just hope that
since like 2018.
To me, I guess, Jesus, damn fruit flies. I'm gonna go crazy in here, fucking trying to kill them all. Metallica album.
It's my favorite Meshuggah album.
Wow.
Kurt Cobain's finest work yet.
To me, the Xbox Series X doesn't seem like a new console. It almost just to me seems like an expansion on the Xbox One X, which they're discontinuing.
Right. It is a lot more iterative than like PlayStation. Sony's drawing a distinct line in the sand of like, this is this generation,
that's
that generation.
Console.
It's a different thing than this thing.
You can play PS4 games on it, but you can't use a PS4 controller to play PS5 games.
Which personally, I prefer that, but I do see like, the benefits of Microsoft's kind of ecosystem of being more, like backwards compatibility is pretty much like full compatible at this point. Yeah. And stuff like that.
I don't mean to be presumptuous as to why people would want the PS4 controller on the PS5, but like, I feel obligated to say, like, you do know, like, the PS5 will come with a controller. Like, you must know this.
You're telling me that it's going to come with a controller. My PS4 didn't come with a controller when I bought it.
Right.
My PS5
It came with a
Mind blown.
1,000-year-old sea crab.
We gotta do some. We gotta do some thank yous real quick.
If your PS4 controller is anything like mine,
No,
your battery lasts
Svinia.
about a half an hour at this point.
That's Svinia.
So real quick, James, thank you very much for the 10 stars, 13-week streak. Every time we're live, James.
Yep. Every
James,
single
thank you
time.
so
Thank you
much,
so
man.
much.
Boom.
Shane, thank you very much for the 150 stars. He's on an 18-week streak. Holy crap.
Damn.
Also, they're making comments about the beard situation. How did you guys get Ben Affleck on special guest? Thank you, first of all. Thank you very much.
That's a compliment.
This is
Right?
something. This is a domino effect from the Tony thing. Tony posted.
Don't even bring me into this. I feel
have to.
fucking cheated. I got 100 I got $100, and you got to keep your fucking stubble. So
That's right.
we're not on the same level, buddy.
Okay, hold on though.
You're
Hold
definitely
on.
not.
But you started this like trend thing. Now all of our fans are after our beards. Okay.
I still say Dave should have gone completely clean shaven, but that's
He
just
let me keep the stubble, a little bit of stubble. This is
Yo,
I can't even
I set
can't
the
even
bar
hold on
high.
to this. I can't even grab
All
a
right,
hold of
all
it.
right, well, Tony did it for $100. Dave did it for 1,000. Come on, guys, who's got $10,000 for me to shave my beard?
Dude, that's what I said. I've said I'm not shaving mine unless someone gives me
He said-
$10,000.
no, you
Oh,
said-
okay, then I'm going 100,000.
You said
Oh,
4,
you're- okay.
and then you went up, and then
yeah.
so that's kind of why everybody's laughing and saying that Kelly's
Yeah.
beard is next.
And I know
Um,
Svenya's in there like, oh, Kelly's beard's next. No, bad
I'm like,
Svenya.
I
Bad.
get- Well, like $100,000. Like, are you that attached to your beard, Kelly?
Yes,
Like,
I
you won't
mean,
grow back?
I really don't want to have to grow it back, but
I
if
almost-
I had to, I would.
I almost cried a little when I saw what I had to do.
You know how long I've had this thing?
I mean, I'll shave mine for like $10 and a backhanded compliment. Like,
Yeah,
it's
there's
not-
really not. There's really
Wait,
not
you'll
much
shave yours-
I wouldn't do.
You'll
for
shave yours
$100.
for $10 and a backhand?
I can't. Yeah, there you go. I will tell you.
Sure, why
I will
not?
tell you straight out that I will never do that again. No, my beard is it's sacred. It's sacred ground, and I think Kelly feels the same way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
I've had this for over 5 years, so
yeah.
I mean, I haven't. I keep
Part of
mine
you.
trimmed. I keep mine trimmed, but I haven't shaved it off in like 6 or 7
yeah, I
years.
don't think I've ever actually even seen
been a hot
you
minute.
like fully clean shaven, Eric.
I
now
have
that you
never.
say it.
I
It's-
haven't
it's
seen
not
my.
pleasant.
I haven't seen my chin like this since high school, and that was.
I don't even remember
mean,
what my
years
chin
ago.
looks like.
I mean, you think my face looks bad enough now. This is while it's like half covered by hair. So my face just looks at least like 60% worse without a beard.
Yeah,
But
it's
I mean-
I think the last time I saw Eric without a beard, he was wearing a trench coat and a silk shirt with flames on it, and I know that because I was wearing a silk shirt with dragons on it.
And we were what was that when we were working on our GeoCities ICP fan pages?
Yes.
So the other
That's a
thing
real
that,
thing, by the way. It happened. I'm
That's
actually not joking about
terrible.
that.
The
Fuck
other
outta here,
thing
you
that they
down
gave
with the
me,
clowns.
the alternative to this whole entire thing, was me wearing ICP face paint for a whole entire month on stream. I didn't want to go that route.
No, and I mean, I'd rather have you go the beard glitter route than the ICP face
I
paint.
would have
because
done
I
beard
wouldn't
glitter.
do that.
It would have been a mess, but I would have done it. But I did feel obligated to shave my beard for him. I know it's not all the way down, but I'll tell you what, it's so damn close, it's uncomfortable. I
Trust
didn't
me,
wake
I
up.
haven't seen my chin in years. I don't even remember what it looks like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
A chin.
Probably
no, they're all different.
they're all different.
You
They're like
can't see it in here,
snowflakes.
but I have like this little butt chin thing, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I'll put my butt on your chin.
Butt chin. Let's name it Eric. This is Eric right here. So a few things that we saw on the State of Play. Getting back to that
All right.
is Hitman Trilogy. It's gonna be playable in PSVR.
Yeah, that's
Um,
cool.
Yep.
It's I mean, a different way to play. It does sound cool. I'm not sure if something like that's going to be crazy enough to get people to actually get it and do it. But
I already
don't
owned
purchase-
Hitman once. There's no need to buy it again.
if you already own it, doing it in
that-
PSVR just to try it out would be kind of cool, just to see how it works.
Yeah,
But the
that's not
reality
going to be
is-
a VR seller, but it's a cool aside
Right.
if you have it.
Right. There was a lot of indies.
There
a
were
massive amount of
honestly,
indies.
yeah.
I'd say 99% of these damn things were indies.
There was actually one in particular for the PS5 that caught my attention as far as visually. It's not something that necessarily I would play, but it looked stunning. I
Which
can't
one was
remember the
that?
name of it. Hold on. Let me get that up.
Well, are you talking about Bug Snacks?
How'd you know?
Bug Snacks.
Yeah,
that is a very weird fucking game.
I love Octodad. It is such a charming and like hilarious and adorable game, and it's so stupid. But I want to be interested in Bugsnax because it's by the same developer, but it's not doing it for me. It's not even a little bit. Like not even there isn't even a tiny part of me that's like, I kind of want to play that.
I was watching it, and it was some of the creatures were just literally snacks.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking
there was a carrot inching around like a worm, and that's when I was just like, no.
Did you notice the centipede that came out of the little hole? It was tacos.
Yeah.
It was just a line of tacos. And I was thinking this would make a really funny movie or show.
Yeah.
But not I don't think a game.
I mean,
like VeggieTales, but
right.
Bug Snacks.
Being that it's by the developers of Octodad, I'm sure that it will be somehow better than it looks because Octodad was the same thing. The game is significantly more charming than it lets off from looking at it.
It did have a charming until you have to play all the games inside the arcade.
I love that part. It was great.
It drove me crazy. I couldn't figure it out.
Oh yeah, I mean that was the whole point. It's so cumbersome that it's funny. But no, so I mean it might end up being okay, but it's definitely not showing that to me yet. What's the other indie they showed? Well, there was they're remastering Braid, which is really cool.
I saw that.
Braid is a wonderful indie game. It's very thought provoking, probably one of the best puzzle games I've ever played, like puzzle platformers. So I'm pretty excited about that getting remastered. But shit, what was the other indie they showed? It looked almost like The Witness a little bit, but like you're shooting arrows.
Pathless.
Oh, that's the one that I'm talking about.
Pathless?
It's a PS5.
Pathless, thank you.
Pathless.
That was probably the most interesting game on the whole show.
It was right up my alley.
Yeah,
right up my alley.
That's the game where Dave actually came into my stream in the Discord. By the way, links in the description if you're not in there.
Yeah. It looks fantastic. I love that type of game. I always have. And I will be getting that day one. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't suck.
I will get it the first day that it's on sale.
I will get it a year after when they give it to me for free.
Speaking of games that I'm getting day one from the PlayStation State of Play, I'm probably going to get Genshin Impact day one because that looked excellent.
It really did. It looked like it even looked like something I'd play, but I think Eric would be interested in that too.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean,
it's
before.
It's Breath of the Waifu.
Exactly. That's exactly why I'm getting it day one.
Literally, that's hilarious
just
because
with anime waifu.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah,
I
I'm about it.
Remember Derail saying that. He's like, oh,
yeah. And Breath of the Wild and anime waifus are two of my favorite things. So it's
Perfect. He said he actually played the beta for it, and he mentioned that it was really, really good.
Yeah, I've heard good things from people who played.
And his standards are so damn high, you have to believe him.
Yeah, that's exactly actually what I said. I was like, okay, well, I mean, that makes me want to get it even more.
Now, did you guys see Aeon Must Die?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of zoned out somewhere near the middle of the
Aeon Must Die. It was like a fighting game, but the design and the
art,
the art is phenomenal.
So cool.
It's the type.
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, so it's the type of game that I'm really excited to watch someone play through, but I personally won't be playing it myself. But the art itself looked
Focus
phenomenal.
Interactive was the developer on that, I think.
It looked so fucking good. I was pretty excited about it, even though I won't be purchasing.
It's very visually stunning.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly.
There was also one called Anno.
Good.
Anno looked pretty good. I really like the art on that. There was also Temtem. Now, let's talk about Temtem for a moment. This is like the PlayStation or PlayStation PC, because I think it's on PC also, Pokemon.
Right.
I mean, it seems like a ballsy thing to do to try to take on Pokemon, right?
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, it is and it isn't.
Everyone's doing it. Everyone's doing it. So.
It is and it isn't. It's actually kind of safe if you think about it, because Pokemon is Nintendo exclusive, all that.
It's
people
a seller.
People who want a Pokemon style experience but don't have a Nintendo system, a lot of them probably will get
to download that.
Granted, I can't think of many people off the top of my head that like Pokemon style experiences and don't own a Nintendo system.
Right.
But I'm sure they're out there.
I have mine right next to me.
We actually purchased D-Rail and I purchased Temtem when it came out, and it was so broken we gave it back the same day. We got our refund the same day. I mean, it
doesn't really seem out of character for Derail though.
I know,
Right?
I know. He'll try things for like an hour and then just kind of. But it's out of character for me. But it was so broken, it was unplayable, and I was kind of turned off.
I don't know. Maybe once it's fixed and in better shape, I'd give it a try. But it doesn't really seem like something that I'd dive head first into. Right.
Now, there was one particular one, and I said earlier I would not be getting it, but I absolutely I was blown away by the style. It was called the Pedestrian. Basically, there was
the only other game that piqued my interest at all.
Yeah, and it was
wasn't
very
even
funky.
that much.
Right. It was very funky. Like, you have this 3D world, but then there are pictures on the wall, and the person that you're controlling.
Yeah,
I saw
picture. That's the one that I was also thinking of.
And
I was like, I would play this.
It's going to be puzzle types. And that looked really, really neat. Almost like an idea. In my head, I'm thinking Portal, but not.
I was gonna say that one definitely seemed like something that's right up my alley too. That kind of puzzle.
It's like a 2D Portal.
It almost reminded me. I mean, I guess Portal's probably a closer representation. Yeah, but one game that it kind of brought to mind for me is a Typo Man. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it.
I've heard of Typo Man. Yeah,
really niche indie game. I adore that fucking game where you get to like spell out things with the letters and like it makes whatever that is like materialize in front of you. It kind of gave me the same sort of vibe in terms of like the pacing of the game and just like the way it's presented.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna end up getting it day one, even though I said earlier I wasn't going to.
I'd probably get it. Honestly, I've been thinking about it, and I'm probably gonna get that one. But another cool one they announced by Focus was actually Hood. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, that one looked really good.
It looked interesting. I'm intrigued by it. I'd have to see more, but I'm rather intrigued at this point to see what they're doing with it.
Are you sure you're not more intrigued with auto chess? Exactly. Okay. Whoa. Sorry.
I am offended.
Vader
Why
Immortal,
would you even assume that?
Exactly. Yeah. Vader Immortal PSVR. They released a date for that. I think as far as PSVR games go, that's probably going to be a fantastic addition to it.
Yeah,
because who doesn't want to be a Jedi, right? Who doesn't want to be
probably
a Jedi?
not going to be a seller, but
the only thing I really want them to do is I really want them to release a little more information about PSVR on PlayStation 5.
Yes.
There's no reason in my head. There's no reason that they wouldn't release another PSVR 2 or whatever they want to call it.
I mean, we know they're going to. It's just when.
Oh yeah.
What's it?
We're still going in a virtual reality direction. It seems a little slow on PlayStation. It's kind of almost stopped. Now the games keep coming, but
there's still
the product itself needs to be updated.
Yes.
It
like
has not advanced at all.
There's so many kind of unanswered questions about it right now. Like they did say that, the PSVRs that we own right now are going to be forwards compatible. Like we are going to be able to use these on PlayStation 5. But certain things that like haven't been discussed yet is things like the power box, the processor brick. Like, is that still going to be a necessity? I'm in one of the unfortunate cases where I have the first gen PSVR that does not have 4K pass through, but I have a 4K TV. So like I'm in a situation where whenever I want to play VR, I have to switch from like my normal HDMI input
so
over.
Annoying.
Yeah, it's very cumbersome. It's just
that's a pain. Yeah,
so I'm hoping that they eliminate
break out the VR and use it at all.
Yeah, and it does dissuade me from time to time because I'm like, oh, I kind of want to play some fucking job simulator or some shit. But then I like look over at my entertainment center. I'm like, nah.
I don't want to change all
not
that
right
over.
now. Yeah. So hopefully they take away the need for that like processor block to where you can just hook the thing straight into the system. It's been rumored that that's going to happen, but there hasn't been any concrete details. And then
if this which one do I have? I don't remember which one I have. One cable, okay? One cable. If this can work as flawlessly as it does with one cable, there's no reason at all that PlayStation can't make one with one cable.
Yeah.
There's no reason.
Exactly.
I don't even remember which one it is. I apologize. Fuck, I can't remember. It's not the Rift, but it's like the next one, Rift 2 or whatever it's called.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, it's insane. That little brick, I get it, but it's insane that they haven't told us that there's going to be an update or that there's going to be less cables. I think the Move controllers, I've always had trouble with the Move controllers.
That was my next point I was going to make.
My hand, you'd see your hands, but then one of them would, be janky or whatever, and they'd never come out of it. I mean, figure out how to shoot a gun, like that.
I mean, credit where it's due. It was clever of Sony to be able to move all those move units that didn't sell back on the PS3. Like, they manufactured a bunch of them on the PS3. They didn't sell for shit, and they finally found a use for them. So that was resourceful of them. I'll give them credit where it's due.
Yeah.
I think that at the time that the PSVR came out, that was a very smart move to make the Move controller more relevant than it's ever been. But
I don't know, man. You ever fucking play Sports Champions? That Move controller has never been more relevant.
But
and I will maintain that has the best sports game in that collection ever.
Right.
Which is disc golf.
But the PlayStation Move is PlayStation Move is what, 10 years old now? Like the technology is so far outdated at this point. Like, please just give us a new controller. I am fine with the headset. Like, I mean, it would be cool if they make an update one that has better resolution and stuff. The resolution, the headset doesn't bother me. The controller's not doing what I need them to do when I need them to do it. That bothers me.
Which is like anything.
Exactly.
Yeah. Especially like when you're playing Beat Saber, trying to do it on a higher difficulty or whatever. Oh. Hey, well,
your
my
face
webcam
is stuck that way. It's beautiful. Look at that.
Look at it.
Someone make a meme out of this face
Beautiful
like that.
Man. Beautiful man.
It looks like you're having an argument with a Karen.
All right. Well, you see, I had this grand idea to use my new camera.
Yep, fell asleep
as my webcam. No, I've been using it all day, and the battery just died.
Okay, yeah.
Webcam time.
That's right. So I will tell you one of the coolest things, and I hope that the new PlayStation VR, I hope it kind of implements it. Just the headphones that they have on the regular Rift, the headphones kind of come down, they hang down. You can actually just pop them off really easy. I was actually shocked how easy it was to pop those things off.
Right.
The one I have in the rail itself has like the speakers in it, and it comes over your ear instead of in your ear. And I have never witnessed, like, I don't know, it was just like this clarity, and your head doesn't get super warm in the VR, because that's one of my problems. It's like, holy fuck, man, I'm sweating in here. I can't breathe.
Yeah, Dave overheats easy.
I overheat really easy. So it was so cool that they were like in the rails and just kind of the sound just goes down over your ear, and it was the coolest thing. Just they could have that. They could have that. It's a simple design. I don't want to have a cable going down my chest and then having the headphones hook into this and all the buttons and all that shit. No, it's put everything up here. But like you were saying, it was old technology.
Yeah.
It's almost 10 years old. However, long it really was. I don't know if it's actually 10, but it could be.
Well, I mean, it's been. I'm saying the move controllers themselves on PS3. I mean, they still have mini USB.
Just the move controllers, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I'm fine with the headset. The headset, I'm perfectly happy with it. I just want new controllers.
Yeah.
Like, please give me something closer to like the Oculus controllers or something like that.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, because those are amazing. It really is. They're so fucking expensive, though. I think a set of controllers is $200. I mean, you spend.
I'll pay $200. I'll pay $200 for better VR controllers. Exactly.
As long as they work, they have to work.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. I purchased a brand new set of Move controllers for one of our conventions. They never worked. They wouldn't hook up, and it was upsetting. And what are you gonna do?
Mine, I've had to replace the batteries in mine numerous times now because it's old.
Right.
And I'll go, I leave it sitting on the charging dock because I have one of those little stands that holds the helmet and it has the like little charging pots to put the Move controllers on. And each of the last few times I've gone to play PSVR, I go to turn on my Move controllers and one of them just won't charge. One of them will be completely dead and I have to order a new battery for it, replace the battery. And
so PlayStation, please, for the love of Santa, please update your PSVR. Get it, buddy?
Yep.
Proud of you.
Nice.
Proud of you. I want to see Kelly. With a blowgun and just stick one of those right to the wall. That'd be really funny. Okay, so I'm not a massive fan of Spelunky. Okay, I'm really not. But they're coming out with Spelunky 2, and I could really care less, and I apologize for that. And I think I can pretty much say the same for the rest of us too.
It's not even on my
on my radar in the slightest. I saw it and I was like, "Come on,
what's up?"
And then I just kept playing.
Oh, Spelunky 2.
Spelunky 2.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So nothing really caught.
Spelunky 1 exists.
Nothing really caught our eye to a point where it got us really giddy and excited, like PlayStation stuff usually does. Did you drop something, bud?
No, I was just going to.
Oh, he's just fucking with his camera. Okay. Hood, the Genshi, and then Godfall, a couple other cool things. But the reality is, this one was kind of lame.
I mean, it definitely was, but I don't really think it was meant to be like a monumental presentation, like everyone thought it was going to be.
Okay, hold on.
I think they kind of. What?
Here's an idea. Take the not so great games and mix them in with really good games.
Yeah.
Like AAA things. And I know we had Godfall, this and that, but Godfall wasn't enough to overshadow the whole entire event. Yeah. Right? So if I was doing go ahead.
I mean that's like what I was saying earlier. I'm not even opposed to there being smaller events that don't show much big stuff. But we're on the advent of a new console generation. Like, hype is through the roof. They know that people are expecting to hear news on it. They know that people want to hear more about the new systems, about what's coming up. Like, why? They should have known before even, like, dropping this video that, like, oh, yeah, we're going to get just dumped with ridicule all over Twitter and stuff like that, and people just bitching because we didn't show them enough stuff, and then we'll be like, oh, we said it wouldn't have a lot of stuff. It's like, if you didn't have a lot of stuff, don't fucking show it yet. Just after the PS5 launches, then have little state of plays. That's fine, but right now, just wait until you have some hardcore fucking details that they did
that all year last year until like
but I like seeing the smaller games and stuff like that in the indies. But it's a situation where it could have been an email, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you can post. You know how they post those videos on PlayStation page all day long. I've got tons and tons of videos that are posted on YouTube. They could have been like that. Okay, so how do they pick what they show? You know what I mean? The bug snatch could have been an email, right? There's a few other
Did
ones.
Did you say bug snatch?
Bug snatch.
Bug snatch.
Bug snatch. So in my opinion, they probably could have done without. Keep the hype of all the good stuff, this and that. But now we have a little bit of a bad taste in our mouth. Now we're going to be waiting, and the next one that comes, we're going to be like, that's probably going to suck.
We're going to be like, time's money, PlayStation. Where is it?
Yeah,
that's right.
And they're going to wait until like November 20th to show the price of the new system when the system comes out like the 21st.
They're going to be like, oh, pre-orders are up in 1 minute.
They said that they were going to give us enough notice when pre-orders are up.
It's 3 months away.
I know.
We're so fucking close. No, like it blows my mind to think of the fact that I can't even pre-order the system yet, and it's like a quarter of the year away.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's literally a few months.
They didn't 100% say it was going to be in November.
No, I mean they didn't. But historically, every PlayStation system has been released in November.
Technically, it could come out December 31st at 11:59 p.m.
I mean, they did say it'll be this holiday season, and they've said that every time, and it's always come out in November.
That's
so,
good. There's no Amazon date of December 31st, 2020.
Right. I mean, so in all, granted, it's speculation to say that it's coming out in November. Even December's only 4 months away. So, I mean, even if at latest it comes out December 31st, that's only 4 months away.
Right.
Like, that's so close.
Yeah. I mean, I've got cash burning in my pocket. We don't even have any information about Xbox Series X. I mean, there's no...
You know what it is? They're both playing this game with each other.
Waiting.
To see who basically announces
and Xbox
their
says,
price.
oh, PlayStation is no longer our competitor. Fuck you, they
Bullshit.
are. Of course they are.
If they're not your competitor, then why haven't you shown your price yet?
Yeah, exactly.
Phil Spencer's secretly so scared that PlayStation's going to undercut them, so they still haven't announced their price yet.
Yeah. I still think that PlayStation. I still think that PlayStation should have made like a big square, okay, and then the Xbox fits inside of it. So when you put it over it, all you see is just PlayStation. But the Xbox is in there somewhere.
That would be pretty dope.
Maybe the price for both of them is so high that they're like afraid to release it. Mm-hmm. And they think that maybe if we tell them how much it is like a week before it comes out, they'll care less.
Right. They'll be too excited to think about, wait, should I spend
God,
$800 on a new console?
It comes out in a week. Wait a second, it was $700?
Yeah, whatever.
I'll buy it anyway.
Yeah. You know, we're not even. A lot of people aren't even going to blink. They're just going to be like, "Don't care. Here's rent money."
Yeah, that's
Dude,
where I'm
seriously.
at.
Yeah.
Like, I have 5 different websites on like notifications when this thing goes up for pre-order.
Listen, landlord, you're gonna have to fuck off for just a little bit. Like
my business and pleasure needs are more important.
I'm not gonna make rent this month, but if you want to come over and play some Spider-Man sometime, you know,
it's worth
on by.
It's worth its weight in gold. Oh damn. Really? Emily's here. Everybody say hi to Emily.
Hi, Emily.
He brought me a piece of jerky because actually it's
because
really
you're
funny.
a jerk.
Yeah, exactly. My boss gave me a dehydrator, and I've been telling him like Carrie doesn't eat steaks. She doesn't eat anything like that. No jerky. He thinks the jerky I get from the store is disgusting. Well, I brought that thing home, and she has embraced it tenfold.
With full arms.
She has embraced it. She's making so much jerky, it's unreal.
I've literally seen it with my own eyes.
And it's phenomenal. The jerky she's been making, and she's been experimenting and writing down like exactly what she's doing. She's staring at me.
I have a dehydrator. It's called alcohol.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, same.
Vodka dehydrates.
Can
right?
anyone guess what's in this cup?
Exactly.
Water.
Didn't we play this game already?
Not
whiskey.
water.
You guys know what's in the cup, but
Let me guess.
Before the podcast.
2 girls.
Okay.
2 girls are in my cup.
How'd you know?
Nice. That's hot.
Wait, what kind of
That's
whiskey you got?
Pink.
He's like, it's just, I don't know, it's
Pink
whiskey.
It
Let's
was a
play
big jug
let's-
with 3
let's-
X's on it.
Let's play what's in my cup.
water.
It's vodka. I'm just
Okay, nice.
kidding.
Me
It's
too.
just water.
Oh,
Sperm.
Yeah, play who's in my mouth. Turn the lights
Uh,
off. Here we go.
I like Sky vodka. Not that it really matters that much.
No,
but, you know,
wait,
good
what? Of course it matters. Have you ever had Orloff?
stuff.
Oh no, Dave.
I'm just
no.
saying. He's
Or-
like, oh, it's Sky vodka. It doesn't matter that much.
Orloff
Trust
has
me.
very bad memories with me.
Trust me. It matters.
Pop-Off is the one for me. That stuff.
Pop-Off.
I damn near died from Pop-Off.
Yeah.
Well, the same is for me and Orloff.
Yeah,
Let me
and
tell
this
you.
isn't vodka, but there's reasons I can't have Boone's Farm anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's been nights of Boone Farm when you're super poor. You're trying to find change on the bottom of someone else's car, and all you have enough money for is Boone's Farm.
Ugh.
Oh,
I don't even
That-
know. I just
that and
want to
some-
know what kind of alcohol that is. Is that like
It's a wine.
moonshine from like
Yeah.
Uncle Richard's fucking
Boone's Farm
basement or
and
something?
Mad Dog 2020.
Mad Dog 2020.
That
It
shit.
is the
That
bottom of the
shit's
barrel.
toxic.
It's the bottom of the barrel.
It
It's
tastes
just-
good.
It's the most awful. No.
Well, Mad Dog does. I don't know about Boone's Farm.
No,
I think Mad
none
Dog
of them
2020
taste good.
tastes all right.
What the
Well,
hell is
Mad Dog tastes a little
what?
bit.
That's what I'm saying. Mad Dog tastes okay, but
Kelly's a little.
it tastes
young.
okay going down, but it doesn't taste so good when it eventually comes back
Kelly,
up.
you must have grew up rich.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
I just knew what was okay to drink and what I did not want to throw back up later.
Mad Dog, Moondog.
when
Mad
I was
Dog
when I was
2020.
19 years old, what was okay to drink is whatever the fuck I could get my hands on. So,
Hey, even then I had standards.
Boone's
I
Farm was
I never had
super
standards.
cheap. It was extremely cheap. So you buy it, in, cases and all this crap for
Is it
I don't know,
vodka?
$10. No, it's like a wine type thing, but it's like, how do you explain Mad Dog and
fucking
Boone's Farm?
Is it like the barefoot of
It's-
wine or something?
barefoot?
No,
It's under
barefoot
the, it's
is
under
wine.
the foot.
Yeah.
it's when you step in dog shit with bare feet, it gets between your toes. That's what they make Mad Dog out of.
That's
Sounds great.
It's terrible, dude. It's absolutely terrible, and it's kind of like a Kool-Aid. I guess it's not bad. The taste is not bad. It's just the hangover from it is just the most
Not good.
It's bad.
Boone's Farm, what Boone's Farm did for wine is kind of like what COVID did for 2020.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Gives you a bad. It's a bad taste in your mouth. You'll
Yeah.
never do it again.
it's basically what Metal Gear Survive is to the Metal Gear
It's
franchise.
basically what Orloff is to vodka.
There you go.
All right.
Oh,
I
so-
guess that settles that.
exactly. Okay,
That's
go ahead.
Pretty
Eric.
much.
I got video game news.
Ooh, yeah.
Wait, what's
Yay.
video games?
This is something that I think I'm probably the only person in this group that gives a shit, but I know some of our viewers will give a shit. There's a Kickstarter campaign going on right now for a spiritual successor to the Suikoden games.
No, man, I
I haven't heard that name in years.
Friggin' Weep whoop.
Yep.
Rarest game in my collection. This is worth like $300.
Yep, I
But,
haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yep.
But yeah, it's similar to like how the Bloodstained campaign was, like previous Suikoden devs are getting together basically and just like, hey, we want to make a new Suikoden game, but of course, Konami still has rights to Suikoden. Konami again. What
Yeah,
are
come
we
on
gonna
now.
do with
Come
fucking
on.
Konami?
They
They
could have
should
been
just
real
sell. They
sneaky
should
about it.
just
and
sell
call
all
it
of the good
Kui
games they
Yeah.
have to people who can actually put them to good use.
Yeah,
I
but
agree.
I
I agree.
Either way, so I mean, if anyone's a fan of amazing JRPGs,
I would gladly play another Suikoden game.
Yep, the new game, like I said, is on Kickstarter right now. I think there's about 3 weeks left of the campaign. I like Bloodstained. I ended up backing it for like $150.
For the love of God, what's it called, man?
It's called Euden Chronicles.
Euden Chronicles.
Euden.
Euden.
It's spelled EIYUDEN Chronicles. And yeah, check it out on Kickstarter. They've already crushed their goal. I think they already like 6 times funded. Like,
Damn.
the goal was like 500,000. It's already at like 3 million.
Well, good. I hope they produce a damn good Suikoden sequel.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you haven't played the Suikoden games, there's like
Eric, you're not the only one that cared. I care because I like a good JRPG. All right,
he really does.
But
really
one of the
does
unique things about like the Suikoden games and by proxy Euden Chronicles is that unlike most JRPGs where you only end up with like 8 characters or something by the end of it, you can get up to 100 characters. In the Suikoden games, it was 108, and this one I think it's only 100. But whatever, same concept. You like if you just go straight through the game without trying to do any bonus content, you probably get like 20, but you can get up to 100 characters, and basically you'll have like your own fortress that you're building up, your own like kingdom. And like the battle system from like encounter to encounter is similar to like a Final Fantasy or whatever, you know, it's just turn-based combat. But then you'll go into these like large scale battles against other kingdoms or whatever, and then it turns into a Fire Emblem style tactics game. Yeah. So it's and they always have phenomenal stories too, so it's really cool. Like the pacing's always, they're usually slow in the start, but the pacing's always really cool about like, you know, you're doing like dungeon crawling stuff, but then you have like a large scale battle to do and it turns into Fire Emblem, and it's really cool. So I'm excited about it.
So
I'm
is this going to be a
excited.
PlayStation exclusive?
Well, no, it's I mean, it's, you know, Kickstarter thing. So like originally it was just going to be PC only, but one of the stretch goals was to have Xbox Series X and PS5 versions.
Oh, nice.
And,
okay.
Yeah, they hit that stretch goal
Easily.
an hour after the campaign started.
Well, I hope they keep hitting more and more because I want to see something really cool out of this.
Granted, it is worth noting we're probably not going to see the game for like 4 years. Like
that's okay. I mean,
when did that drop? Did it just drop?
Yeah, like I said, the campaign's going on right now, and it has they're estimating 2 years of dev time. But then again, Bloodstained also estimated 2 years of dev time, and it ended up being 4 years. So I wouldn't actually expect to see the game probably till like 2023, 2024.
As long as it takes
fine.
to make an awesome game, I'm totally okay with that.
As long as it comes out fucking stellar, I'm there for it.
Yep.
I think
same.
I just want to I want to, before I get old, okay? And I want a Brave Fencer Musashi remake. But I think I'm going to start doing a some sort of campaign to try to get that happen.
Change.org, fucking sign my petition.
Yeah. I think I'm going to start one because I'll
sign it.
I also would like a complete remaster of just a complete overhaul of Earthbound. I would take cool. I would really take one of those two things, like as all honesty as there is. Legend of the Dragoon.
Pretty unlikely.
Yeah, Legend of the Dragoon. I think we got closer to an idea of that, but I don't think that's ever going to happen either.
Right.
And then Skies of Arcadia, but other than that, I think I'm okay with. Go ahead.
Well, one other thing I want to point out about that campaign, we'll move on from it right after this. But first of all, I think it's hilarious that as soon as like the Kickstarter was announced for it, I love the fact that our community here like knows me so well that I had like 5 people immediately message me about it. Like, Eric, you have to look at this. Look, the Suikoden.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, hey, thanks. I just heard about it 6 times already, but yeah, thanks.
You're the guy.
I just love the fact that everybody like already knew that. But also one thing to point out for people who were fans of the Suikoden franchise, most of you know that the series kind of took a downturn after, in my opinion, after the second one. I wasn't a fan of 3. A lot of people seem to love 3 and say that it's after 3 that the decline happened, but like Suikoden's 4 and 5 are... But it's devs that worked on the first few games that are trying to do like a return to form. Like if you look at the art style and stuff of it, it's very reminiscent of Suikoden 2.
Yeah.
And
Brandon,
so,
we'll
yeah,
see you later.
It's
bud.
on the right track.
Thanks for dropping in, man.
We love you.
I just read something real quick, and I think it's very important. I think it's extremely important. To something that we've been talking about. We talk about the console wars, all that stuff. We're talking about cloud gaming, Google Stadia. I talk about that constantly. I think Xbox just made a power move. I have to confirm it. I just read it really fast. Xbox has their own xCloud. It's gaming through the cloud like Google Stadia. Evidently, and I'm going to confirm this probably in a little bit, there's a possibility that Xbox Game Pass is going to include xCloud. That is a baller move right there. That is insane.
Changer. That is a fucking game changer if that's the case.
We are fanboys, PlayStation fanboys. I mean, absolutely 100%. We can all agree on that. But we've always talked about Game Pass. We've always talked about it on PC, Xbox. It is it's probably the best bang for the buck. But adding xCloud and not adding super large amounts more on top of that because of it is a massive, massive power move. And that would be fantastic. I'd cancel Google Stadia for it. I love my Google Stadia. I still use it, but I would probably cancel it because of that.
I would pay for a month of Google Stadia just so that I can cancel it just for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
I'm just kidding. I love my
Stadia ever. Yeah. It's like, oh no. I've been paying for it constantly. But the more they add to this Xbox Game Pass and stuff like that, not only do you play it on Xbox, but you can play most of them on PC, and now you can play them on your phone, mobile. I mean, dude, hold on.
Wait a second.
Xbox.
Microsoft is coming out with a Switch-style controller for your mobile phone.
That was the next part. It's $100. It's actually by a third party. They're just gonna give them the what are they doing? Another company,
exclusivity rights or whatever.
Exclusivity rights, yeah. And it looks fantastic. It absolutely looks fantastic. And I don't know. It's good. I think Xbox deserves some kudos for that. So
I can appreciate how cool that is. That is far from something I would ever even think about purchasing because I don't like gaming on my phone. I just don't. So I mean that's I'm not the market for it, but it is really cool. I appreciate it.
Makes a lot of sense.
Just what the possibility that you could do it, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
You're giving it to me. I already pay for this. Now you're giving me something else I could just do if I wanted to. You'd probably use it for like, I don't know, if you didn't have your Switch around. Obviously, you go to your Switch first. Your child does. But you could be like, okay, well, here's my phone. Just stop bugging Dad. You know what I mean?
Right. Then again, I do. I say that I never game on my phone, but then almost every time I end up going to like my mom's house, I end up playing my PS4 through remote play on my phone.
Right. Right.
So
I mean,
it only works for like slow games, but so you can knock out some Persona 5.
Turn-based probably works pretty good on it.
Oh yeah, Final Fantasy or Persona or whatever stuff like that is phenomenal through remote play.
Now, evidently, there are a few places saying that Xbox is not going to be the xCloud will not launch on iOS for a while. Now,
it really doesn't bother me.
Well, I mean, it sounds really clear here that Apple's still working on their whole gaming thing, which actually I actually completely forgot about until now. I'm like, wait a second.
Most people did.
Yeah, we're gonna continue to try to pretend it didn't exist, or
as soon as Apple removed Infinity Blade from the App Store, I lost all interest in mobile gaming.
Boom, gone.
That's it. That was the only game that I cared about. I mean, granted, it's still in my library, so I'm fine. But whatever.
That's like having PT on your PlayStation for forever.
Exactly.
There's just certain things you just don't
do. There's just certain things you just don't want to get rid of.
Yep. I have a folder. It says "Don't delete," and it's the only game in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Baller Move, I love it. I think it's a fantastic idea, and I've used it a couple times. I still have it downloaded on my phone, and it did work good. I played Gears 4, I think, on it, and I saw absolutely no hiccup, even on mobile data. Google Stadia just added mobile data. They considered it a beta, but it's fucking but
sounds about right.
it's bad.
Sounds par for the course. Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
Whoa, you guys just switched places. You're all different. Okay, well, anyway, you guys got anything you want to add before we cut her down?
Access.
Okay, there you go.
Yep.
All right.
Anything else?
Apparently, Horizon Zero Dawn for PC is really depressingly bad.
Is it really? Like, what parts of it?
It's got a lot of customization options for, like, it's got a lot of features, but it's just the bugs are just make it unplayable.
That sounds terrible.
According to my sources.
It's such a fantastic game. Like, why? That sucks that something as terrible as that would ruin a game for a lot of people. What the hell is going on? All right.
Eric's gone.
Eric is gone. Okay. Guys, we're going to head out of here. Thank you very much for joining us. All shit is going down. Have a good night. We love you guys. Take care.
All right. Later.
Bye, guys.